Hey guys, tightrope here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Elst Outskirts. Today spawning in the north we have SouthRican playing as Ostheer, who has Storm, Jaeger armor and elite troops. Teaming up with him is Rainy CloudCore. Also with Ostheer, immediately going for Lightning War. On the right hand side, Google Translate tells me this is Rear Entry Tractor playing as the British forces. Immediately going for Mobile Assault, and teaming up with him is GoldDragon as Soviets with Shock Army. This is a random team all round, and also a Patreon backer submitted game. Both the Ostheer players are in the 600s. The allies, I think one player is 500, the other 800. So pretty even matchup between these two teams. Okay. So the Brit player gets to the building first. Can be hard as an Ostheer player to really contest this building in the early stages, given that you have to build your tier 1 tech structure first. Trying to plant some sandbags while under fire though is a little bit risky, especially on top of the heavy cover, but we managed to go up.
Work to construct a new platoon command post is finished.
Could move the Grenadiers now behind them. Grenadiers in the north, meanwhile, massively outnumbered. MG angled, but doesn't have any vision at this stage. So pretty easy win there for GoldDragon. Coming across through here, could be a good time to get some wire down on this door. Ooh, squad, a model from that conscript squad stuck behind the sandbags. Can happen sometimes, as you might have seen in my recent highlights package. Engineers are up here, but they don't have the flamethrower, and they're not upgrading it either. They could be. Not entirely sure what they're trying to do. They're trying to shoot the unit inside the building. Now switching over to the pies outside. Do end up forcing them away. Superior numbers, even though the MP40 and the Royal Engineers Stens pretty similar. Pio MP40 at least. MP42 does finally reposition, getting some damage done now. Oh, and the flamer pops Pio in the building. Quick to react, good. Well done. The flamethrower now on the Royal Engineers. Does mean that they don't have the smoke grenade anymore. Where's the sniper going? Oh, that was a big misclick for SouthRican. Nearly took some damage there. I don't understand why there's a sandbag here. That doesn't make any sense. Do remember that, you know, the point blank mechanic exists. So when you're within 10 range, anything other than garrison cover doesn't count. Assault officer getting around the corner here. Oh, and now Maxim looking for some suppression. That's a full retreat. Grenade into the retreat as well. Well done. Nearly gets the result as well. Maybe could have started the chase a touch earlier after throwing that grenade. She cancelled the wind down time of it. Not a big deal. But yeah, the Royal Engineers can be alright with the smoke grenades against the sniper. Can also go for a sniper himself. Kind of close to the light vehicle timing, potentially. Could be a 2-2-2 around the corner. So typically you would go for maybe the AEC first and then into the sniper if you want to go for a counter snipe in this kind of circumstance. Waiting back here for healing. A lot of very low health units. I'd probably send this Grenadier, the healthiest one, out onto the field, but not a huge deal. This just idle back here. Looks like a lot of troops back at base for GoldDragon. So not under much pressure. There's no fighting on the map for a whole minute. Very rare. Wiring this off, but it's not necessary. As I was saying, this sandbag doesn't do anything functionally. Okay, shock troops now for GoldDragon. Usually this kind of build will get you in trouble as Soviets trying to go for like a maximum and shock troops, because you're not going to have enough anti-tank to fight off the 222. And CloudCore has that in the build now. Touch on the slower side, maybe the Axis lacking a bit of fuel control in the early stages. 3 Grenadier build like this, it's often already on the field by now. Double flame is working well there. MG jumping into the building, might not have time to really set up and get working here. MG working well in the north. G43's popping, in fact both Ostheer players going for G43 commanders. Making good use of the side blocker. Here come the double flamers. Jumps out of the building and now retreating. We've got the AC on the field as well. Okay. Here comes the 222. Softening up the Maxim. Do have to consider, you know, maybe the AEC from the other side of the map will come over to harass, so still have to play somewhat conservatively. Oh boy, Grenadier went down. Did that not show up on my kill counter? Did activate it. There's a G43 squad as well, and oh, there goes the 222 now as well. That's what I feared. Big losses there for CloudCore. Oh, I didn't start up the I didn't start up in dev mode. It must have been. Oops. Oh well, we're gonna have to run without it this game.
And ready to advance rapidly. The machine and Gewehr team is awaiting orders. Taking small arms fire.
Okay, T-70. Oh, ooh, do not get home. That negative cover there, costing that squad its life. The assault officer is now deceased. We got the T-70 on the field now as well. Packing the build for CloudCore. SouthRican going for some stormtroopers as well as a second machine gun. Definitely needs an anti-tank gun now though. So stormtroopers got off to a bit of a rough start. One of the issues with stormtroopers from elite troops is that their hold fire button is different to every other stealth unit in the game because they have the stun grenade. Really unfortunate. I think I remember having like an argument about that with Mirage Flood back in the day. It's not the way it should be. Good bit of damage there from the G43s. Nearly knock out the commandos. T-70 spitting out too much damage, and SouthRican with no AT gun doesn't have an answer to that. Doesn't have an answer to this AEC either. G43's not upgraded yet on these squads. But they do not number the shock troops. Shock troops throwing grenade. Good dodge though. AC getting in close here, forcing a bunch of retreats, combining up with the T-70. And SouthRican really paying the price of not having an anti-tank gun. Can't hold this off by himself. The pack up in the far north. Maybe should have come a bit more towards the center, because the T-70 was here earlier. Looking out to assist. Oh, nice rifle nade. And there we go, Maxim gets decruit. Oh, I got a Panther Shrek on the Stormtroopers. I do not like that usually. I just think it doesn't make enough of a difference in most cases. I've seen Von Ivan do it sometimes with very specific builds, but generally not advised. And there we go, suppression, stopping the conscripts from being able to steal that Maxim or recover it, and killed off there by the pack. Did maybe have the option of jumping on it with the pyros, but playing it safe. Okay, good shot in there from the sniper. Clearing the building. Got a second squad of commandos now, so also a decent option against the sniper. Being able to sneak around, avoid damage.
This is a nice spot of land, and it is ours.
Especially as the game wears on, you know, these 2v2s often end up with crazes just everywhere. It makes this commando so strong in these team games. T7 in here ripping in. Slow reactions from SouthRican. Does have the Shrek back there. Hasn't brought it forwards yet. Looking for the Faust, and the Shrek does connect. Oh, and the pack's there as well. But the Stormtroopers slow to chase, but the Faust coming in from the other corner with Rainy. CloudCore getting the job done. Okay, there we go. GoldDragon getting a little bit too close, allowing that Faust to connect. It can be hard, you know, with those grenadiers with the pretty long-range Faust to avoid that sometimes. Oh! Oh, that's no! Oh, the last shot from the conscripts. That's a heartbreaker for SouthRican. Very slow reaction to getting shot at. It's costing him his sniper. Did end up building a pack. Didn't see any action. But still a good option to help deal with the AC, and might even go for a push on this mortar pit with it. Could be an option. Okay, there we go. Grenade out and knocks out the infantry section. Early retreat there. Was posturing that he was going to throw a grenade, but cancelled it. Didn't think it was going to connect. Did the option of maybe trying to throw a grenade into the incoming path of the commandos, try and hold them off for a touch longer, but the mass retreat there was a fine choice as well. Sniper heading up to the north for CloudCore. Big smoke out from the mortar pit. Commandos not making use of hold fire there. Ends up winning that. That's the power of those G43s. They're not completely defenseless in mid to close range. Do quite well in that engagement. Put out the back onto the team weapons. Pretty strong connection. Conscripts switching sides as well. Looking to overwhelm SouthRican here. And pretty successful as well with those shock troops. He tries to set up, but the shock troops getting in close, throwing the grenades. Looks like that's going to get decrewed now. His teammates coming down to assist. Might be able to hold on to that machine gun. Squad outside the building, doing well. G43's charging down the road, and there we go. Seeing a bunch of retreats now, maybe even looking for a kill on this conscript squad. Doesn't look like they have enough DPS, but not a bad attempt. Getting around the corner. Upgraded these with the heavy package now. That Vickers. Good dodge on the nade. Gonna be close. You got to be, you know, very cautious with those close range grenades. The G43 package can catch you off guard sometimes if you're not expecting them. But here we go, Panzer IV on the field for CloudCore. Reasonable timing, 15 minutes still. Did go for the 222, though it didn't last long. SouthRican, meanwhile, hasn't got anything, has 220 fuel. Did put down a tech structure. Has not managed to save the manpower for that. Tiger Aces, typically a bit too much of a stretch to go straight for. With the higher command point requirement compared to the regular Tiger. Too much to stall straight for that, and SouthRican gonna go for a flak panzer, which I do not think is a good idea. Shock troops ultimately forced away. We've got some heavy mortar hits coming down now as well through the center. There's this barrage as well. Stormtroopers closing in with their Shrek, but they miss. They are getting blasted by the Maxim, and there's this. Heavy mortar strike landing hard as well. But yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. The flak panzer haven't really seen the best anti-tank weapon positioning so far for SouthRican, so I don't think he's really going to be able to keep it safe. And we're at the stage where, you know, it's not like a rush flak panzer where it can catch the opponent off guard. The Allies could easily have medium tanks of their own at this stage. And there's no planes for it to shoot down either. So it's not necessary in the anti-air role for the double Ostheer team either. Flies off the tread shot. But ultimately, AC massively outgunned there. Good support play from the AT gun. Has just got there a touch too slow. Still no AT gun for Tractor either. Has the manpower for it. Should have got it. Oh, AT gun getting decrew by that mortar pit out the back. That mortar pit's strong performer so far. Axis are a little bit behind on the victory points, but not too big of a deal. Getting a bunch of mines down on the far side. It's a pretty good idea. Doing that before capping, so they don't get interrupted. Could pay dividends later on in the match. That's like a wheel of a 222 again. I think it's going to be a telemine. It's quite similar. Has not recovered that decrewed AT gun. It's smoked through the center as well, as the engineers are just going to charge right through. I'm not going to try decap the VP. Triple cap running against the Allies at this stage, completely disregarding the victory points. Black Panzer's back here though, so that aggressive move from Tractor does not pay off. He left one squad back here. He probably could have capped this, honestly. While engineers have that faster capture speed. 20-25%, can't remember exactly, but it does make a difference. Oh, should have completed the capture at least. So close. Just need one more second. Should have been safe on retreat as well. Got an AT gun out now as well as a Churchill. If you remember my guide on this build, you remember that I'm not a big fan of the Churchill, but I think it does make more sense in team games than 1v1 for this commander. Here it comes, rolling up through the center. Got the AT gun there in support, got the T-345 as well, so the Allies ready to make something happen. Few more strike continuously out the back. Got a bunker coming up looking to cover this avenue, which actually might work out alright. SouthRican at the stage though maybe should be saving manpower looking for that Tiger Ace. It's the Battle Phase 3 though, but you have to build the Tier 4 tech for the Ace. Not the regular Tiger, but for the Ace.
Our bunker can now accommodate an MG-42.
So that's another manpower expenditure. I'll see more to decrewed over here. Nobody's rushing to recover it though. It is complete the capture covered by the MG. This stage I'll probably try and leave the MG out of cover, otherwise a tank could just roll up here and one-shot this very easily. You want to be sitting behind a sandbag or something. Popped up on the lights. The sitting duck. And for another engineer, didn't go for the call-in squad though, which I think is a mistake. If you don't have bolster, especially. Okay. Planes coming down now for CloudCore. Should stuff the vehicle pressure of the Allies. Churchill just doesn't care though. Gonna reveal itself. Panzer IV making a bit of a play here. Big damage. Churchill has such a big hitbox. Very easy for the planes to connect on it. And that's actually quite a deep activation of these Stuka planes. So Churchill could be in some trouble here. Retaining sight. Here we go. Second pass coming through, but it's on the T-3485 and that goes down. I think the pack actually connected for a shot there as well. That thing just melted. Died so quickly. The Churchill's still in the danger zone here. Don't think it would die to one more pass, but a bit of attack groundwork there through the smoke. Missing. They're going to come through for one more pass on the Churchill here. Let's see how much damage it does. Oof. That's still 2 pack shots. And we've got a second mortar pit up actually. I didn't even notice there was a second one built down here. So they're pressuring one, but the mortar shells are still firing. Forcing away those troops ultimately. Quad now for GoldDragon. That's a good reaction. I think I probably would have gone for a rebuild on the tank first and then into the quad, since these will be on cooldown for a while, but at least this way you won't forget. Here we go, Tiger out for CloudCore. Making a bit of a move. It's a chunk of damage though. Smoke grenade out through the center. Commandos getting in close here, looking for some grenades. Good retreat though on the machine gun. Oh, the heavy mortars ripping in out the back. All sorts of damage coming down through the center. That's very difficult for the Axis to maintain any presence through the middle, except with their tanks. Good avoidance of the snare. Second anti-tank gun now for the Brit player. Should be a Firefly though. Need something a bit more mobile, more reliable against the Tigers. SouthRican still hasn't managed to save up enough manpower for the Ace. He's bleeding quite a lot of manpower. Okay, briefly started Werfer, cancelled it. Bringing a lot of manpower to these heavy mortars. 8 kills and 12 now. there. Connecting. All sorts of smoke on the far side. So he's going to send maybe one squad of engineers over there to cap. The T-guns are a decent position though for the allies here. Oh, nice hit from the Panzer IV. Don't have anything to guard the Zis now. Churchill coming across. Pack's still there though, connecting once.
We have lost the squad.
Sure what went down. Well, there goes the Pack, decrewed again. There's a Pyro squad for SouthRican that died. Maybe to the Commandos. Grenade.
We have lost an MG team.
Snare on the Tiger. It's going to slow it down. Now the AT gun's pushing through the center, looking to clear off these decrewed weapons. And okay, we've got the 152mm artillery strike up here. A lot of units here for CloudCore. Quite difficult to dodge from all this. Does get out of there. Doesn't lose anything. Close call though on the machine gun. Such an underwhelming ability. This is so bad. Such a long delay for underwhelming artillery.
The enemy have 300 points.
Okay, capping up in the north now with the Grenadiers. Good retreat though from the grenades. Maintaining control. Axis are still behind on the victory points. But they're trying to do something about that now. S-35 getting flanked. There was an opportunity there for the Axis to finish this off. It was on focus sight mode. Panzer IV stayed in there. Might have lost it though with the Brigade T-guns rotating. Oof, close call, but the building still stands.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
So the Ace is going to rotate now to deal with these commandos.
Taking small arms fire.
And here we go, Tiger and Panzer IV making a move. Come around the corner, find the S-285. Double Brigade T-guns rotating. There goes the S-285. Good grenade onto the Zis. That gets decrewed now. Great play here for CloudCore. Needs to get out now though. So he's going to go for the kill on the Zis. And gets it as well. Now under some pressure though. Churchill rolling up. The mortars landing hard. Needs to bring the Tiger back in here to guard the Zis on its retreat. Forgot about the sniper as well. But all the heavy mortar shots missing. Lucky break for the sniper. Always getting the decrew on this. And there it goes. Tiger does come back in, but maybe a touch too late to make this safe. Good job avoiding getting snared. You don't want the engine crit on those Ostheer tanks. Now looking to return the favour. Be a kill on the decrewed Pack. No, it looks like the Brigade T-gun's missing. There they go. Black Panzer coming up to assist, but the double Brigade T-gun's still there. They're missing though again. This time on the Flak Panzer. Tiger staying in here. Lining up with the Panzer IV, applying some nice bleed. Holding their ground.
Taking our territory.
CloudCore need to bring the Tiger back in to assist the Pack with the escape a bit earlier, but other than that, pretty well handled on both teams, I'd say.
Enemy forces are securing our
Looks like a
territory.
Brombeer next for CloudCore. Should not be the option here. Should be a Panzerwerfer up against those double Brigade T-guns. Already got the Tiger, which is kind of like a Brombeer in its anti-infantry levels. The easy option. Ooh!
Our brave infantry
Big gammon bomb. You can kind of see that one coming. Oh, it's just the end of the flak panzer. He pops the smoke. Looks like these were on attack move, so they quickly pack up. Don't give himself the opportunity to go for any attack rounds. Great gammon bomb there, but the machine gun does survive. Switch over to Panzer Grenadiers now for CloudCore. Oh no! Mortars combining with the Churchill there. So careful capping in the centre. The Axis team need to constantly stay on the move. We build on the Su-85. Already pretty well vetted. Tiger taking some hits. Doesn't have any anti-tank gun support. CloudCore. At the pop cap limit now. Can't really afford it once everything's reinforced. So it could make it hard to deal with this Su-85.
Ready for combat.
VP's constantly getting decaptured here. Still so many points left on the board. Half an hour into the match. This is going to be a long one. Okay, heavy mortar rolling up for GoldDragon. Probably should have been a Katyusha. Pretty much there in terms of fuel, but... Alright. Also have already, you know, double mortars from the Brit player. Maybe just a T-34 or something like that. Actually, another Su-85. Don't know if... Oh, that probably has revealed itself. Could be an option. One Su-85. Not really enough to hold off the 3 Ostheer tanks. Connections though from the mortars up in the north, really softening up this Axis infantry. Second land mattress now, so the Allies have definitely overinvested in indirect fire. Could leave the door open for the Axis to get something done here with their tanks. They can outmaneuver or decrew those Brit AT guns. The door is wide open. And here we go, Tiger coming in from the side. Double land mattress is exposed. AT guns spin around for it. It's the decrew on it. Pack rolling through the center. Smokes with the Tiger out. Otherwise the pack maybe could have shot here and killed this off. I think he's blocked the vision of that, and now the pack a little bit exposed through the center. Here come the commandos. There's a couple good hits on the Su-85, the Panzer IV, and Tiger coming back in now. The double AT guns are there though. Here goes the pack. Ace sitting nearby, getting involved now. As the smoke wears off. The Brit AT guns rotating around. Great hit from the Ace there. Rumbia coming through the center, but that takes a bit of damage. Here comes the Werfer. Looks like that was maybe bait by SouthRican. Gets the decrew on one. Well done. And the Tiger chasing away the conscripts from the north. They're around exposed though, not ideal. Just for the fact that you're probably going to hit a reverse command, you know, instinctively in that kind of position, so you might just forget about it. Don't have the hull gun firing either. Okay, flak panzer. Working well. Axis don't really have a good off-map to deal with these mortar pits. So they're going to have to just push in under the cover of this Stuka close air support. See what they can get done while the tanks of the Allies are being forced away.
Yes,
Can be difficult though with the quad, and it looks like it has got some vet, so it has revealed itself. So these planes won't last long. Looks like that's what CloudCore's saving for though, which makes sense. SouthRican meanwhile has munitions for days. One things about this commander, you don't have a huge amount to spend your munis on, so just spam those infantry abilities. Do have vehicle crew repairs, and it looks like he was using that as well. It's another thing you can spam in this commander to speed up the repairs on your ace.
MG42 team is ready for action.
Same as the one in the OKW Elite armor. Exchange of grenades here. So much attrition from those mortar pits. Tough for the Axis. T-45 for GoldDragon. Sniper just on hold fire, a vision tool for CloudCore, which is interesting. Here comes the Werfer now. It looks like it's maybe targeting the Maxim. Not the best scatter there. Does end up retreating the Maxim though. Close call on the Stormies. Looks like the Churchill looking to come around the corner here. Didn't back the Werfer away, but here it goes now. Got to queue up those reverse commands after the barrage, especially in these team games. Planes are ready for CloudCore. He sees the moment. Snipering quite deep here. Bit of repairs required though on his tanks. Slowing things down a bit. He's coming down and can operate quite well in this area away from the AT guns. Oh, but could take a snare here, the engineers getting in range. Oh, and the Churchill actually getting some nice pins. And he's not on prioritized vehicles. Gun switching around to deal with the engineers. AT guns rolling up now for Tractor. Getting around the corner here, the Ace got to be careful, he smokes, he needs to continue around the corner. The planes are coming in actually. Shot down quite quickly. Oh, the S-35 hanging on by a thread. But now putting a real siege on these mortar pits and the AT guns. Chasing enough for the Ace. No defense.
An emplacement has been destroyed.
Looks like the T-34-85 died up here as well. Good move here from CloudCore. Really getting the damage done. And that's what I was kind of talking about. Not enough anti-tank. Those AT guns got decrewed. In this case, they were just chasing down the Ace, which they did kill. But good taking advantage of that from CloudCore. Wanted to kill off the mortar pit and it was hanging on by a thread, but the triple AT guns strike hard. Getting the kill, the Werfer a little bit slow, targeting the area where they'd already left. Churchill rolling up and getting a nice pin actually here. Now the Tiger's in a bit of trouble, getting the traffic jam. The rear armor needs to pop the Blitz. Where's the Blitz? It's Vet 3. Rear armor hits from the Panzer IV. The Churchill going down fast. And there it goes. Switches focus fire over to the Panzer IV, confusingly. Should have stayed on the Tiger. I think the Tiger 2 shots from death. Did end up bouncing on the Panzer IV as well, so yes, probably wouldn't have pinned on the Tiger either, but that's what he was in there to try and attempt. T-Gun's getting out of here. So taking a look at the army sizes as the dust settles, you can see what a loss for Tractor. He does have the land mattresses here still available for the recrew, and that mortar pit did end up surviving. Unjust. But yeah, good time for the Axis. Looks like a Panther for SouthRican. While the Ace is on cooldown. Still the VP war rages. Points are going to drain from the Axis. Still over half victory points for both teams 40 minutes into this game. I've seen very few harasses of this point by the Allies. There's been a bit more action on this northern VP. But yeah, the southern one has been completely forgotten about. Oh, that's a nasty grenade. Backpedal into light cover, but it ends up backfiring. Some conscript squad and double Shreks. There's some good hits. Pack rolling through the center as well. Vision provided by that sniper. So even though it's not really sniping anything, the vision very valuable for CloudCore. Maybe can help spot some Werfer barrages. Has picked up a Werfer. Some close now. Here it comes. These are all packed up, so they could retreat quite quickly. There's a very close range Werfer. Didn't give much time to react. And ends up wiping 2 team weapons. Great play there for CloudCore. That sniper vision paying off. Comes out of camo now. Getting stuck in. Tiger coming in, but the S-85's back there and hits Vet 3 now as well. Sniper going back into hiding. Panther and Tiger there. The T-guns rolling up to support Tractor with this push. Here comes another Werfer strike. The Allies got off light there. A lot of units took heavy damage from GoldDragon, but they all survive. Engine crit now on the Churchill. It's going to be up for repairs for a while. Those double engineers had to retreat to base. Black Panzer rolling through the center here, but the double AT guns lining up on it. That could be bad news. I don't know what he's really hoping to accomplish with that. Doesn't really penetrate the Churchill. Probing shots both ways, but nothing decisive. Now capping up in the far north.
Heavy tank reporting.
A lot of munis for GoldDragon as well. Could start dropping down some of that artillery. Just for fun. Finally, Tractor harasses this VP. It's been a long time since he's come down there. I think he probably could have crawled out of there, didn't have to retreat. Maybe he isn't familiar with Stormtrooper's grenade package. At the stun or flame, it's not going to get wiped in a scenario like that. The commandos could back off, do some self-healing, then come back in since they've vetted up. Smoke through the center, shock troops rolling up.
Enemy is taking our territory.
So Werfer into the center. Troops though, well-timed retreat. Get out of there alive. Churchill rolling up now. Lining with the T-3485. So troops dropping fast. Good grenade. Panzer Grenadiers maybe overstaying their welcome there. That could have been a wipe. Triple AT guns coming through the center. Big damage. Panzer IV one shot. Oh, but he gets away. And here comes the Werfer now. The AT guns pushing. The Werfer now a little bit exposed. Engineers provide vision, and there it goes. Werfer ends up dying. Ambitious stuff here from Tractor, but it pays dividends. Very aggressive. Churchill now though. Taking some hits from the Tiger. The Panther is also there. Big damage. The Triple AT guns trying to find the angle. The Tiger doing a good job hiding behind the building. Here comes a Werfer now. Oh, there we go. Great connection. 2 AT guns down. Comes another Werfer. Is that a second one? It's just off cooldown already. Okay. Finishes off the decrew weapon. Good activation of the rapid maneuvers to get this one out of harm's way very quickly, but
Units of engineers have been killed.
I think that was just the model that was crewing the AT gun, trying to retreat off the map. So that worked out initially for Tractor with that push, able to knock out the Werfer, but ends up losing 2 anti-tank guns in the process. Oh, this could be trouble. Duff's going to connect. Panzer IV making some moves. He's going to come around the corner. Never activating the Blitz though. Oh, what's this? What is he? Oh, he's going for the Katyusha kill instead of the Panzer IV. I mean, T-34. Alright.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
Both valuable kills. Maybe a bit sloppy by GoldDragon not retreating that during the fight. But yeah, should have activated the Blitz to get around the corner a bit faster even before Conscript's anti-tank grenade was going to connect. Just, you know, the 5 seconds or maybe even less, maybe like 4 seconds of extra move speed to really help there with the flank. Axis did drain quite low on VPs for a phase there. But here we go. The big boy Axis tanks combining up here and just steamrolling the Su-85. T-3485 going to be next. The AT gun's back there. Firefly in the build, but it's not here yet, so Allies woefully under strength in the anti-tank department. Look for a second Churchill before that Firefly, which was a big mistake from Tractor. Firefly would obviously be much more valuable here. The problem with Churchills, especially when you're up against Tigers, is, you know, Tigers have pretty good penetration. They just do big damage to the Churchills, and, you know, Churchills are out for repairs for such a long time relative to how much damage they did. It's just a pretty poor field presence.
Causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Getting something going here, but be careful, they could take a Faust and then get some trouble. Firefly's here now though as well. Killing his own decruit land matches. By the way, he never recruit either of these. Suddenly decruit for the last 20 minutes or so. Okay, here we go. Good teamwork here from CloudCore coming in. I finished what his teammate started. A kill on one of these. Shield rocket's missing. Panther getting very low, and he bounces the kill shot, unfortunately. The Shrek's in here now, though. That could maybe finish the job. No. Oh no, he ends up getting too low. He has to back off. This ace easily could have come back in to finish the job. But too cautious there for SouthRican with that ace. So very, very close call for Tractor. Probably should have lost this Churchill. Making use of the vehicle crew repairs, which makes sense. But it's maybe even a bit risky, you know, the Axis can typically see the smoke through the fog. And when they're getting crew repaired like this, can be vulnerable to getting attacked. Does try to harass up here, but forced away by the machine gun. Didn't have to be before the flak panzer arrived. The commandos do have that smoke grenade, but I don't think we've seen smoke thrown once by Tractor. Something needs to be addressed. Going to come down to the teamwork of the Axis at this stage, because, you know, 2 Churchills, a Firefly, and 6-pounder. That's enough firepower to knock out one of these big boys quite quickly. But That's kind of if they go in one at a time with coordination here from the Axis. Should be able to overwhelm. GoldDragon should pick up one of these land mattresses, honestly. He's got the pop gap room for it. Could help out the team quite a lot. Bit of rocket fire here. Oh, shock troops jam the capture there. Both teams at about 150 victory points. Here comes the Werfer. Decent connection, but I think that was both Werfers in fact.
Our opponents are seizing the sector.
Targeting the same area though. Much of the Churchills in the south. Gonna open up the VP capture. Ace is coming down. Where's the Fireflies? Still through the center. So is the AT gun. Not really in a good position to assist. Come around the corner now. Should already be here though.
Territory is out of
Some
contact.
decent work here with these Churchills. Here comes the Firefly, but it's in range of the Ace. The Ace takes a walloping though. Machine gun in some trouble. Commando's capping in the north now as well. SU-85. A few hits in, but here come the P-Greens. No screening infantry to keep this SU-85 safe. Firefly's coming down, but that's not going to do much. Panthers here now as well. Teaming up with the AT gun. So the Churchills have enough firepower to earn the VP capture at least. The Commandos. Build on the Katyusha for GoldDragon, but I think this is a mistake again. Could easily crew one of these land mattresses. He needs another tank. One SU-85, not really enough to defend against a Tiger and a Panther. Oh, is this the end of the Flak Panzer attack rounds? Oh, misses the kill shot. Flak Panzer blitzing out to safety. Looks like GoldDragon maybe has forgot about this artillery as well. Nearly 1,000 munitions accumulating. Oof, nearly gets the wipe there on the Pyre. Axis back on the drain. Got the CloudCore tanks healthy again. There's enough munis for some planes. The quad's still living, so they will get shot down quickly again, but typically good for one pass. It's a friendly fire. The Tiger on the P-Greens. Any support weapon that tries to cover center getting annihilated by that mortar pit. It's been pretty well controlled, honestly. That's one thing that's definitely gone right from Tractor. Tiger probing here. Looks like a bit of a rotation. The tanks for SouthRican also ready to rumble. Beacons, I think, are trying to sneak their way into range against this SU-85. Here we go. Making it happen. And the SU-85 on focus sight, slow to react as well. No escaping here. Quick kill. Looks like he's going to try to continue this attack. Dropping down the planes. Big damage on the Panther. That looks likely to die, but there goes the Firefly. Here come the tanks now for SouthRican. Getting involved as well. This Tiger, engine critted, trying to get out. Churchill's trying to kill it off. Oh, they get the main gun crit. Tiger now defenseless, but the Churchill's switching over to the other tanks, which are still full strength. They really have no chance of killing. I don't know what he was doing. He should try to finish the job on the wounded Tiger. Instead, just throwing away his two Churchills against the full strength tanks of SouthRican and the AT gun. Very bad control there from Tractor. Bit of a throw, honestly. But you know, it really does come down to GoldDragon. With just one SU-85, you can see, just got completely overwhelmed. Again, this is where mines can really come in handy. Don't think we saw like a sweeping pass before that assault. Mines may be less likely to feature at this kind of rank, especially rebuilding them after there's been so much action. But they could have completely shut down that attack as well. Overall, tremendous trade for the Axis, but they are a bit slow to regather territory. CloudCore low on infantry to cap with. Maybe a similar story for SouthRican. So they're still under VP pressure here. Good on the Panther for CloudCore. This could be a time for like a Panzer IV or the Brumbier again. Killed so many allied tanks. Kind of earned a bit more freedom. So, vehicle selection. All Grenadiers leave the capture circle there accidentally. Going in for the kill on the mortar pit. Going for the cap on the other VP as well. S-mines up on the VP. Pretty good idea for CloudCore. The mortar pit just defenseless. S-35 on the build for GoldDragon. Looks like the Brit player
destroyed by the enemy.
maybe going AFK. Doesn't even bring up the AT gun to assist. Yeah, I think the Brit player just went AFK and left.
Our headquarters are under fire.
So a bit of an anticlimactic finish to this one. Churchill's over here ready to rumble. Still had something to defend with.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
So base. Big connection there. Huge damage.
Our supply line's broken. We've
Yeah,
75
so this
points
one's just
remaining.
going to drain out the. Oh, he stayed in there, but he just said GG and didn't fight at all. Didn't move.
No need for panic, but we've the enemy is trying to overrun our HQ.
We dive in there, find the SU-85. Bit of trash talk at the end
25
there.
points left. Nil
Corny
desperandum, as they
stuff.
say. We only have 10 points left.
And there we go. So yeah, I think a large part of this coming down to GoldDragon under strength in the anti-tank department, maybe not recognizing how much indirect fire the Allied team had this match. And similar story here for rear entry tractor, also under strength in the anti-tank department. Going for the second Churchill before the Firefly. Just so many issues. The Panther Tiger combo from both the Axis players overwhelming here. But yeah, some nice use of this sniper to provide vision. Got some very good Panzerwerfer barrages from that, which made a pretty big difference and also allowed more freedom with the tanks. Knew when to attack when the double Brit or triple Brit AT guns were out of position for CloudCore to come in and attack, find those isolated SU-85s and snipe them off when they didn't have any support. SouthRican maybe could have pushed a bit more throughout this match. A lot of repair time. And the Axis could have got themselves in some trouble. They were lacking a bit of capping power in the late stages, but looks like CloudCore was trying to remedy that with some extra Grenadiers on the tail end. I think the Flak Panzer wasn't a very good choice. Luckily, it didn't really get punished. Allies were a bit slow getting any medium tanks going. The double mortar pits very well handled by Tractor. Constantly applying the pressure through the center, getting loads of wipes. But yeah, I don't know what the double land mattresses were about on top of the double mortar pits. And then never to recrew them. I think they got decrewed at like 25 minutes into the game. And never recovered them. It's very, very strange. But yeah, GG, well played by the Axis team. Anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.